crazy because I tell people when you do have these platforms, we do kind of attract people. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Whereas if you were singing, you would have to find a way to bring people in.
Right.
When you have a platform, people is, what's that? And, you know, they start peeking first.
Right.
And then you just got to explain it. Mm-hmm. And then, like, oh, I think I fit in.
No, I literally go get people.
Like, go get people. Like, go get, based on recommendations, based on time, research, no. Just literally, look, how can I figure out a way to meet up with you?
No.
What are we talking?
So, with the exception of some very key people that got me rolling from the beginning, do some name dropping from the beginning. I would have never connected with Toucan, Glockaware Toucan, if it wasn't for Sister Talia. Mm-hmm. You know, she opened the door for that. Mm-hmm. I would have never...
And Toucan knows everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. I would have never connected with people like Sandman, with...
shout out my guy.
Yeah, Melanated Vision and Antonio Simmons and OG Law. All of this was a chain link. Yeah. You know, Face with Vujade Films. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, this was chain link. And then from there, it was like, oh, you have a nice product. Oh, that's different. And I go research, send an email. The worst thing somebody can say is no.
Absolutely, but it's still a thing that people don't usually have in them. And even when, like...
I send probably about, I want to say maybe 200 emails a week.
A week?
Yeah, just sending out, you know, hey, would you like to be featured? You know, I saw your page. This is my Instagram. This is my website. Go check me out if you would like to be featured. Let's do it. And
I'm talking to the next black female billionaire. That's what it takes. And the thing is, I'm asking you these questions specifically because I preach on here, network, going to the rooms, talking to the people, letting people know what you got. Like, I preach that stuff. But the way you just broke down, like, all right, so Sister Talia, Toucan, Sandman, like, that's what I need people to hear because it's literally that simple.
But in between those doors being open for you, you have to build a relationship with those people because they're not going to expose you to their closest if they don't consent you. Like, if you call Antonio Simmons, I don't know if you know who he is.
I don't know him.
So he is the producer of DMX's last film, Dogman.
Okay.
Connected all over the place.
I'm sure.
Sandman, if we didn't have a lock, he wouldn't have opened me to talking to Antonio Simmons. Now, this month, Concrete Mobiles has went international.
Congratulations.
Thank you. With featuring someone that Antonio Simmons opened the door to me, you know, for Dog. He's from Amsterdam.
Dope.
Artist and actor and everything. But you have to build the relationships. You have to put in the work in order to get the connect. You know what I mean? It's like a job reference. Yep. Not just gonna refer anybody to the job just because we know each other.
And that's part of when you said sometimes that you get the colder responses from some gentlemen. I'm like, I do know that a lot of times when things come around, with a lot of times women that you don't know from the industry, you're very skeptical about what the whole scheme, what the whole plan is with it, because it gets weird sometimes.
That's how I
want to
say.
Being a model by accident for a day.
I want to say that I feel like that's how I end up building the relationships because I explain what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not gonna be like, oh, I'm honoring you.
Right.
Why am I honoring you?
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you about it. What's the purpose of me wanting you in my magazine? I'm gonna tell you about it. Like, and I want you to know this is it. That's all I want you to do. I want to be able to honor you, celebrate you, expose you to people, let other people know that you out here because this magazine not just in Philly anymore.
Right.
You know
by
what I
far.
mean?
Shit.
It's not just in Philly anymore.
Right.
So everybody's gonna see all the people that, you know, are in this magazine or it circulates to, they're going to see Sipping with Sammie.
I appreciate that.
So is when one of these amazing black men say, like, you know, what do you honor me for? Like, I don't deserve that. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody names or anything, but had a couple arguments like, what are you talking about? You know what? I don't care if you want to be honored. I'm honoring you, so show up.
Dope. Now, are we doing the ceremony annually?
Yes. I mean, so last year, 2022 was the first year that I did it.
Right.
And that was it. I was just, okay, I did it. And then everybody was like, oh my gosh, I'm nominating this person for next year. And next year we going to do this. And I want to be a part of it next year. And I was like, next year?
You started it.
I was, okay.
You started it. You tagged people. Everybody's minding their business. And you ready to talk about, you it. You it. You it. Motherfuckers like, all right, well, I know somebody that want to be it.
Yeah.
Or that deserves to be it, I should say.
Yeah. And that, it was, you know.
But isn't that a great feeling?
Yes.
To be, the people that they hold in high regard, they're trusting you with, in some ways.
And that's part of the reason. So the very first awards, 2022, was when it was the release of the first Concrete Moguls. And I had to let them know because y'all trusted me to represent you and to highlight you in my magazine. Had no idea if I knew how to do it, if it was going to work, how it was going to look, what. It was just, go ahead, yeah. Whitney, Freddie, Stoney, Shantae, Voluptuous Look. They were, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, do it. They trusted me. And I thank them for trusting me, because if they didn't trust me to do that very first issue, Lavish Jewels, Bougie Girl, if they didn't trust me to do that, nobody else really would have trusted me to do it. And now these are complete strangers that live in different cities and states that are like, oh yeah, I want to be a part of the magazine.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's only a year. Like, that's so dope.
So we're registered with the U.S. Library of Congress.
Dope.
I featured over 50 black men. Just about 100 features.
Dope.
And most of the features are first. I'm the first to interview Dog in Amsterdam, who he kind of had another magazine that was supposed to feature him first, but I got it. Antonio Simmons, the movie Dogman. I'm the only magazine that has
a feature on that.
Yes,
that's amazing.
Yes, he's actually. I actually did a special edition with the cover, so I'm the only magazine that has the cover, that movie cover,
in the magazine,
on it, in it, anything.
That's amazing, yo.